This is Delhi. Please stand by for our next program.
This is All India Radio. You will now hear comments from the press. The Times of India in its editorial title, it said Delhi's writes, heavy rainfall of the past week has caused havoc in parts of Kerala, Karnataka and Maharashtra, forcing evacuation of lakhs of people. Landslides and floods have already claimed over 150 lives, with the toll expected to rise further as many people continue to be trapped, and IMD has predicted more heavy rains. In Kerala, which had witnessed its worst floods in a century exactly a year ago, more than 60 people have perished and over 2 lakh have been shifted to relief camps. Massive destruction has also been caused by major landslides in Wayanad and Malappuram. In Karnataka, over 3 lakh people have been evacuated. Kodagu district bordering Kerala was facing drought-like conditions until May, but is now deluged in a fate shared with too many other districts. Death toll in the state has crossed 30, with northern Karnataka too being ravaged by heavy downpour and flooding. In Maharashtra, Kolhapur and Sangli districts have been the worst hit, with initial estimates being that cropping area of 1.5 lakh hectares have been washed out. Over 4 lakh people have been evacuated in the state and over 30 have died. The extreme rainfall and flooding situation this year affecting Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and other states once again highlights the increasing erratic nature of the monsoon amid changing weather patterns. This means rainfall estimates need to be rigorously revised and flood management mechanisms updated. It will require different measures in different regions. The interests of Karnataka, Kerala and Maharashtra definitely require an immediate end to the encroachment of the Western Ghats. The ecological degradation of the Ghats actually makes 6 states in the region vulnerable to landslides and flooding. Similarly, there is also an urgent need to upgrade dam management in the region. Despite heavy rain warnings, why couldn't Maharashtra and Karnataka coordinate to release dam waters downstream as a preemptive measure? We need much more proactive supervision of the dam waters. The Lok Sabha recently passed the Dam Safety Bill 2019, which provides an institutional mechanism for inspection and maintenance to avert dam breaches. India needs more institution responses to mitigate monsoon fury year after year and save lives. The Economic Times in its editorial titled Flood Response from Ad Hoc to Planned writes, the flood situation in large parts of peninsular India across Kerala, Karnataka and Maharashtra remains grim and well fluid. The immediate task at hand, of course, is stepped up rescue and relief operations. A forward-looking flood response mechanism must replace ad hoc measures. According to the National Commission on Floods, over a tenth of the Indian landmass of 400 lakh hectares is prone to floods. It is also estimated that 80% of 320 lakh hectares can be provided a reasonable degree of protection so as to minimize loss of life and property. We need to leverage technology for effective flood management, complete with the installation of sensors and telemetry systems along river basins for prompt relay of data on flows. In tandem, there is a pressing need to raise resource allocation for food shelters in the hinterlands. The flood response system needs to shore up public participation, especially of youth. Proper documentation of floods, the impact and the manner tackled would improve mitigation efforts. The integrated Jal Shakti Ministry needs to address drainage congestion pan-India. The silting of riverbeds and the reduction in carrying capacity of river channels need focused policy attention. The fact is that rivers erode a significant amount of land on an annual basis, and we need cost-effective and eco-friendly steps to prevent river erosion. There is also the pressing need for revamp of floodplain-linked water bodies like lakes and wetlands and clear-cut floodplain zoning. Heightened flood preparedness is required along with related public health measures and low-cost flood insurance. In its editorial title, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise, the Times of India writes an international study which reveals that use of happy seeder machines developed at the Punjab Agriculture University can yield up to 20% higher returns than the common harmful practice of burning crop stubble must prompt central and state governments to aggressively promote their use. In states, mostly Punjab and Haryana, farmers burn crop stubble to quickly prepare the ground for the next sowing to save labour costs. Linked to a spike in air pollution in neighbouring cities, especially Delhi NCR, stubble burning has been discouraged and even penalised by many farmers are reluctant to change course. They must be persuaded that subsidies funded by the Rs 1,151 crore central package for purchase of happy seeders that sow seeds without removing previous crop stubble and associated straw management systems are not just about modifying cities. The study's findings of greater moisture retention in soil, reduced water requirement, improved soil quality and greater resilience to climate stress translated to better yields and lower input costs, music to the Kisan's ears. Government must ensure that findings on happy seeders reach farmers. Those were the comments from the press presented to you by the News Services Division of All India Radio.
This podcast came to you from the Delhi station of All India Radio. We now bring you the highlights of a program scheduled for today as well as for tomorrow on the Rajdhani and Indraprastha channels.